Hello, everyone. Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be reviewing Catwoman Lonely City #1. This is a book from DC Comics, written, illustrated, colored, and lettered by Cliff Chiang. This is out through DC's Black Label imprint. So usually, what that means is that these books are Elseworld stories, so they don't go with the continuity. If you haven't seen Cliff Chang's work prior to this, I would recommend you go check out Wonder Woman, the New 52 run with Brian Azzarello writing, and also the book with Brian K. Vaughan, Paper Girls. Both of those give you a really good feel for Cliff Chang's art, which is what I'm most familiar with. But here, he's really taken over the whole book. This is a book completely done by him, even the lettering, which is pretty exciting. So let me give you a synopsis. So in this book, we see Catwoman 10 years after an event known as Fool's Night, which claimed the life of Batman, along with most of his allies and enemies. Selina Kyle is released from prison. She enters Gotham City as the city has radically changed thanks to Harvey Dent, Two-Face, who is now mayor and keeps order with the help of his Bat Cops. Selina plans to embark on her most daring heist, stealing the secrets of the Batcave. So let's dig right into that part. So the book opens pretty strong with I guess we meet Selina currently as she's trying to infiltrate GCPD. We get to see these Bat Cops who are now in charge of seeing the city. So as you can see, Chang's art very dynamic. But I think one thing I really appreciate also is that it's very stylized work, but you can still really tell like it's stylized in one part, but you can see a lot of detail like in the Bat Cops, their uniforms and the guns. And then I love the coloring in the background that it's not just dark and grim as maybe Gotham City most of the time is represented, but not in this case. So I really like the premise of the book. I didn't know what to expect going into this, and we definitely get some flashbacks as well, which you could tell just immediately by the color changes and the tones changing. We get a little bit of exposition, and this is the only thing I had a bit of an issue with. We get a lot of exposition through these little boxes of narration slash maybe dialogue, or they're quoting an individual. But we don't see it a lot. There is one page that is full of them, and that just it took me out of the book a little bit and the pacing of the book because I had to stop and read a lot. Other than that, I really like this. Everyone pretty much knows who Selina Kyle is, Catwoman. So there's no hiding really. Like she has really no allies. She has no friends left. So it's a really interesting premise of how does she deal with the loss of pretty much everything after being in prison for 10 years. We also don't really know exactly what Fool's Night is. We get a little glimpse, but nothing too much. We do get some cool Easter eggs, and like I said, Cliff Chang I think has a very good eye for detail. So we get some of these outfits in the back as Selina gets back to her apartment, which is one of the things that she could salvage or was salvage for her. And then one last panel I want to show before we wrap up. Um, just this Selena walking through the street, but like I mentioned, the way everything has this green wash over it, it makes it seem I don't know. I really like it. It gives the book a different flavor. And Cliff Chang's books and the coloring is usually whether he's doing it or somebody else is working on it. It's very similar to this. It's a style that I think he's very familiar with, so I really like it. I love the Starro pizza here, uh, like Zabaro, but with Starro. Yeah, so there's little details all over the book. I think this feels to me like maybe Cliff Chang really had a Catwoman story that he wanted to bring to the page, and this is his chance. I think that's the cool thing about the Black Label that you can just kind of really bring in whatever story you want because it doesn't affect continuity or anything. This is book one. I'm not sure how many books there will be. I believe there'll be either 3 or 4. Normally, that's how it works with these Black Label titles. This is an oversized book. It's 53 pages total. So you definitely get your bang for your buck. I read this digitally, but I believe it is also oversized just because of the shape of the pages. So yeah, I'm excited for this. Let me know if you're picking this up. Let me know if you read anything else by Cliff Chiang that you recommend. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, give us a thumbs up, leave a comment, check out our Patreon. It's in the description. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye bye.